You're live.
If you don't mind hurrying, that would be great. Hi. We are live. And I'm going to turn off the okay, not happy guys. I've got tardy students walking in. Okay, how is everybody today? I hope you're good. And let me turn off the comments on Instagram. Please make sure that you have 2 blocks. I can't, it's not letting me turn it off. Turn off commenting, okay. 2 blocks, mat or a non-slip area. 2 blocks. Don't have blocks, grab books. And thank you. If you don't have blocks, get books. And let's lie down. Lie down on your back. That's not how we're starting. We're starting soles of the feet flat to the ground, knees bent. You're fine. Pardon? It's supposed to be 6 feet, but okay, you either have to move back or forward. That's what I was saying before. Please. Thank you. Okay. Line your back, soles of the feet flat to the ground, knees together, feet apart wide. And have the inner knees resting. If they don't rest comfortably, then just let them rest as close to one another as they can. And you might need to bring the feet closer to the glutes, further away from the glutes. Have them at a comfortable position, at least for just the first few breaths. So knees together, feet wide. And then bring the arms to a goalpost position. This is just a place where we can start to bring our mind and body into this one place of here and now. And close the eyes and breathe. Relax the jaw, the mouth. Jaw can be closed, but just don't have it clenched. Tongue is either on the roof of the mouth without pressing it, just relaxed, or bottom palate, whichever makes it easier for you to now breathe through the nose. And as you lay here, just listening to sounds, anything that might be far away, might be close together, or close to where you are. Feeling how the sensations, the tactile sensations in the body feel. If anything stands out. Let the back of the head relax. The neck, the shoulders. If you have the arms at that goalpost position, the back of the hands don't rest on the ground, you'll either bring the hands closer to the head or the hands further out. So whichever does allow for just a little more relaxation, a little more letting go of the muscles. And then if it's comfortable, walk the feet just a little bit wider. Again, knees are either together or almost touching, but without too much force just yet. Full deep inhale, breath down into the abdomen. So think of really practicing that 360 breath. Just above the hip points, that entire ring area in the low body. Low torso, front, back, and sides. Deep inhales. Deep, slow exhales. And now we'll walk the feet together, let the knees come apart into a full butterfly or Supta Baddha Konasana. If you need the blocks here, you put the blocks on the outer legs, so supporting either the thighs, the shins, or both of them, or the knees. And I want you to notice, where is it tighter? Does it feel tighter in the groin? Do you know that your body's tighter in the inner thigh area? Or is it the outer hip area that it's a little bit tighter? If it's inner hip, slide the feet closer in. If it's outer hip, slide the feet further away. So it will affect the specific areas just a little bit more that we might need a bit of space for in our body. Continue to slowly breathe in and out. Arms are still, goalpost, with elbows bent. Now we're just going to move our head. I want you to notice with your skull, you might need to see my head what I'm doing quickly. So think of the nose on one axis, that it's not going to tilt up or down, nose and chin. On the inhale breath, we'll just stay where we are. On the exhale, turn your head to the left. And then if your head drops down at any point, that's where you're going to stop, just inside that point, keeping the nose, the chin on that one axis. Inhale, head back to the center. On the exhale, the head turns to the other side. Keeping the head on the ground as you move. Inhale, head through the center. Exhale, head to the left. Inhale, head to the center. Exhale, head to the right. Again, don't let the head drop down or back. Inhale to the center. You're just going to move less. Exhale, head to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, head to the right. Again, don't let the head drop up or down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, back to the center. Bring the hands down to the outer knees. Keep your head in the center. Close your legs towards one another and then hug the knees into the chest. And then here, pull the knees out wide. So you hold either the front of the knees or the shins. Knees pull out wide towards the underarms. Push the pelvis forwards and down. Keep the spine nice and long. Collarbones are wide. If you need, you can tuck your fingers under the back of the knees. It's also an option as well. Take another full inhale breath. Take on the ground. Full exhale. Now, if you have enough space, you'll move into a full happy baby, lifting the feet towards the sky. The hands will either grab the big toes using the peace fingers. You might grab the outer feet, the ankles. If anything of the head, shoulders, pelvis lifts off the ground, grab the ankles or the back of the knees. So it can keep all of those points nice and anchored. Head stays on the ground, shoulders pull back on the ground again. If it doesn't work, grab the back of the knees instead. Take a full inhale breath. Good. Keep pressing the pelvis forwards and down. Pull the shoulders back, ribs in. Stay here with the hands and just extend the left leg out to the side. Keep your hand on the leg. Flex the toes in. Yeah, you're right. Flex the toes in, push the heel out. Anchor the right hip down. Just feel the space start to open up through the groin to the knee to the foot. Make sure both sides of the pelvis are pressing to the ground. Keep pulling the legs back, maybe just holding and supporting the left leg. Right leg will pull back and down. Take another full inhale breath. So support the left leg with the left hand. Flex the toes in. Exhale, bend the left knee. With the hand in the back of the thigh if you can. Inhale, right leg opens to the side. So again, keep your hand on the leg. Flex the toes in. Push the left hip down. And notice, is the left hip lifted off the ground? Push it down. Keep pulling the toes in, pushing the heel out. Take a couple more breaths. Feel the front of the pelvis opening up. Inner right thigh now to the inner right knee, all the way down to the inner right heel. Keep pushing the heel out to the side. Push the left hip harder into the ground. Take one more full inhale breath. Exhale, bend the right knee. Stay in that happy baby position wherever you are, whether it's passive or full. Full inhale, pull the knees wide, pelvis down, ribs in. Exhale, hug the knees in. Rock backwards and forwards, rounding the spine as much as you can so you get a nice fluid movement on the back of the body. Rock back onto the shoulders, forwards onto the pelvis. Make sure that you're not pressing too much weight in the back of the neck. And hold the back of the knees to make this a little bit easier. About 4 or 5 more times. Might find a pause on the shoulders, pause on the pelvis. 2 more times. Once more. And come all the way up to tabletop position, hands and knees. So here in tabletop, we've done this before. It's the hip car that we work with. I want you to put your block or your book on the back of your pelvis at the sacrum area. So I have the block there. It's almost like it's a security deposit. You don't want the block to fall. So you're going to push the hands into the ground and then contain the upper body. So really squeezing the triceps in. We'll use the right leg first. On the inhale, without letting the spine move, the right knee comes forwards as far as it can. So we're not trying to move the pelvis. Right knee. Exhale, right leg out to the side. Don't let the pelvis move or the spine. Inhale, point the knee down, turn the foot up to the sky. Very slow movement, move purposefully. Exhale, bring the knee back, ribs in, keep the chest lifted. Again, inhale, knee comes forward, send the pubic bone back. Exhale, knee out to the side, keep the left hip hugging in. Inhale, we turn the foot up to the sky. Exhale, we bring the foot up and back behind us. Keep pushing the ground away. Inhale again, knee comes forwards. Don't let the spine move. Keep it nice and frozen. We're going to reverse it. Exhale, bring the foot up and back behind. Inhale, turn the foot out, the knee in. Exhale, fire hydrant, knee out. Left hip is really turning on. Inhale, knee forwards, pubic bone back, chest lifts. Last one, exhale, foot up and back. Inhale, knee in, foot out, so think of internally rotating the upper thigh bone. Exhale, externally rotate the thigh bone. Inhale, knee towards the tricep. And exhale, child's pose. Release the hips back to the heels, big toes together. Arms reach forwards. You're welcome to keep the block there if it stays. Press the palms down into the ground. Get nice and heavy with the hips. Start to reach the chest forwards towards the thumbs. So if you need to support the body, there might be a blanket under the knees, there might be a block under the chest or the forehead. Pull the collarbones wide, the upper back broad, and keep pressing the hips back and down. Take another full inhale breath. Okay. Take one more full inhale breath. And one more full exhale. Inhale, lift yourself up, tabletop position. If you need to adjust where the block is, you can change or move the body, but make sure again it's nice and stable. So again, it's going to be the sacral area, just at the top of the pelvis on the back of the body. Push the ground away, keep the chest lifted, hug the triceps in. So don't let the pelvis or the spine move. Inhale, left knee forward, send the pubic bone back. Don't let the spine move. Exhale, knee opens to the side. Again, same thing. We're not letting the hips or the spine move at all. Inhale, foot turns up, knee points down. Exhale, foot comes up and back, square the hips. Keep the chest lifted, ribs in. Inhale, knee comes forwards, pubic bone back. Exhale, foot out to the side, knee out to the side. Inhale, foot up, knee points down. Exhale, foot up and back, ribs in, chest lifted. Inhale, knee forwards. Exhale, foot comes back, so we reverse it. Keep the chest lifted, right outer hip hugging in. Inhale, foot out, knee in, so internally rotate. Externally rotate on the exhale. Inhale, knee forward, spine neutral, chest lifted. Exhale, foot up and back. Last one. Inhale, knee in, foot out. Exhale, externally rotate, knee out. Inhale, knee forwards, pubic bone back. Exhale, child's pose. Knees again wide. If you're tighter than normal, knees wider, hips back, arms forwards. Support the body as you need. Keep the spine, the front of the chest nice and long. Again, pull the chest wide, the upper back broad. If possible, the arms are at a shoulder width position. So it's the upper back that you're broadening, not the arms. Take another full inhale breath. Full exhale. Inhale, tabletop. Remove the block if it's still there. And exhale, tuck the toes. Inhale, hover the knees. Don't let the spine change, so we're still in the tabletop position, just hovering knees. Knees are only about 1 or 2 inches off the ground. Keep the head up in line with the spine. So that nice stable spine position. The upper arms are hugging again. Same thing as what we were just doing. Everything in the body is working together. Press the ground away. Lift your biceps up. Hug the triceps in. Good. Take another full inhale breath. Exhale, down dog. Hips up and back. So the feet are about hip width or maybe a little bit wider. Have the feet even wider than hips if it feels really uncomfortable. You can just see what you're feeling in the pelvis and the low back. So from here, create a tiny bend in the knees. Pull the hips back away from the wrists. So try not to take too much movement. I want to keep the pelvis nice and stable from what we just did. With that bend in the knees, pull the hips up and back. Tiny bend in the knees. Jeff, if you can, hold your hands a tiny bit forwards. And now broaden the upper back like we did in child's pose. Same with the collarbones. Pull them out wide. And now use your thighs to pull the hips back. Keep that little bend in the knees. Push your calves and heels down towards the ground. They might not touch, that's okay. The fingers might either be together or comfortably spread. Turn in, forwards or out. Listen to the wrists and the shoulders. Take another full inhale breath. And a full exhale. Now I want you to think of what we just did, that part that was fire hydrant when the knees are out to the side. Inhale, lift the right leg straight up and back behind you. Keep the pelvis square for now. If you can, legs straight. Good. Exhale, fire hydrant. Pull the knee forward so it's in line with so keep your hips back, but still in a downward facing dog. So, if you're not sure, please watch. On the exhale, it's fire hydrant. So nothing in the body moves, just the knee comes forwards. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, left leg high. Hips stay square. Exhale, fire hydrant. Pull the left knee forwards, pull the right hip back. Pull the hips back, 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 back. Your arm, your knee is not near your arm. Okay, hips back. Okay. Can you lift the knee up and out to the side? Down, no, sorry. I nearly skipped the movement. Inhale, leg high behind you, square the pelvis. Exhale, downward facing dog. Going to do that again and add on. Inhale, right leg high. Keep the hips square to the ground. Exhale, fire hydrant. Pull the hips back. Now here on the inhale, lean forwards. Can you tap the tricep with the knee? Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, fire hydrant, left knee opens. Inhale, come forwards. Just tap the tricep with the knee. Push the ground away, stay as high as you can. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, fire hydrant. Keep the hips back. Hips back, hips back, hips back. Inhale, we slide forwards. Now the knee taps the tricep. Push the ground away. Stay as high with the chest as you can. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last side. Inhale, left leg high. Square the hips to the ground. Exhale, fire hydrant. Keep the hips back. Inhale, slide forwards. Knee taps the tricep. Push the ground away. Back leg. I want you to use your right leg. Push it up. There you go. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, slide forwards to a high plank position. So at a high plank, I want you to think of the ground being pushed away. Tailbone tucks back to the heels. Front of the chest pulls forwards. High plank position. Yeah. Inner thighs roll up to the sky. Heels push back. And then start to reach the chest forwards as the heels reach back. Tuck your bum back to the heels and pull the ribs up towards the front of the chest. Take another full inhale breath. We're going to come down in a tricep push-up halfway. Exhale, elbows pull in. Inhale, push straight back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, another little vinyasa. Inhale, slide forwards to a high plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, push straight back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do it just one more time. We've got a break coming up. Inhale, high plank, slide up the spine. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Take a full breath in. Child's pose. Lower the knees, toes together, hips back, arms forwards. Get nice and heavy with the hips. Again, the knees are as wide as they need to be. You need to get a bit of space and let the low back relax. Use a block under the chest or the forehead. If you need to lift the body up a little higher, get nice and heavy through the glutes. Push them back and down. Take a full breath in. Walk the hands as far left as they can go. Hands all the way over to the left side, hips pressed to the right. So with the hands over to the left, you can move into a little bit of exploration. What do you feel? Does it feel like a nice stretch? Do you want to stack one hand, maybe take a twist, a bind, or thread one arm under the body, over the back? And turn your head up to the right or to the left. Just notice what it feels like. How does the body feel here? Can you move into sense feeling instead of just thinking, oh, I should be doing this? Move to what you can feel from what the body's telling you. Take another full breath in. Another full breath out. Release any binds or twists. Inhale, hands back through the center. Exhale, hands to the right, hips press left. And take what you need. So might be the opposite hand stacking, opposite side twisting, binding, threading, whatever this side of the body is telling you that would feel good. And breathe. And what do you feel here? How is it different? How is it similar? Side to side. Take 2 more breaths. One more full inhale. And exhale, hands back to the center. So we're going to add on a little bit more from what we were just doing. Inhale, tabletop position. Come to hands and knees. Contain the torso. Exhale, tuck the toes forwards. Inhale, hover the knees. Just an inch, just a tiny bit. Just a little bit. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Again, it's a shorter downward dog. I want to use that. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, fire hydrant. Open the knee to the side, but keep the hips further back. Straighten the left arm if you can. Inhale, slide forwards. Right knee taps the right tricep. You'll either stay here or exhale, push up, then downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, fire hydrant. Pull the right hip back, press into the arms evenly. Inhale, slide forwards, knee to tricep, either stay or on the exhale, we'll push up, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, right leg high. Slow, deep breaths. Exhale, fire hydrant, keep the hips back. Inhale, now move forwards. Exhale, now we lower halfway, push back up, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Keep the hips back, fire hydrant. Stay back, hips back, hips back. Good. Inhale, now slide forwards. Exhale, now you might lower or stay. Use your right thigh. Jab, push your right thigh high, higher, higher, higher. Downward dog. Take an inhale, breath, look forwards. Exhale, frog squat. Step or jump the feet outside of the wrists. Hands to heart, elbows to knees. Heels are on the ground. The hips are as high as they need to be. So if this is your frog squat, lift the hips up higher or widen the feet further, just so the heels are down. And then start to hug your butt cheeks up. Pull the inner knees open. And then you might lift the arms forwards or up to the sky. Keep pressing the heels down. Think, pull the shin bone slightly back, and then lift up from the pubic bone, pull the front ribs back. Good. Now from here, we're going to slowly stand all the way up to a count of 5. Push the knees out. We're not moving. 4. I want it to be slower. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, arms straight up to the sky. Keep the feet where they are. Exhale, goal post the arms. Tuck your bum down, but lift your chest up. So think bum down to the heels. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. Going back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale breath. Full exhale. We're going to do it just a little bit slower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale breath. Reach tall. Exhale, goal post the arms. Tuck your bum. Lift the chest up. Press the thigh bones back. Inhale, arms lift straight back up. Exhale, down for 7, 6, 5, push the knees out. 4, tailbone straight down. 3, pull the ribs back. 2, 1. Inhale, breath. Exhale, ragdoll. Tip the hips up, head down. Keep your feet wide. And maybe bind the arms or the fingers. Let everything relax forwards and down. Maybe a little sway side to side. Bend your knees so much that your tummy rests on your thighs. And then start to tip the weight forwards. And then take the awkward bind. If you are binding, opposite forearms on top or fingers on top. If you can just bring your feet closer together so that let your head relax. And then exhale, release the hands to the ground. Bring the feet to a hip width position now, so they should be a little more narrow than what they were. Inhale, mountain pose. Come all the way up with the arms straight up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Press the thighs back, close the eyes. So stand up as tall as you can. Bring your feet a little bit closer, Jeff. Good. And now keep your knees at the hip width position. So if they're rolling in, I want you to think, try and keep them the same. Yeah, perfect. So it just means you've got to work a bit. So eyes are closed. Stand up tall. Head on top of heels. Press your thighs back. Lift the inner arch of the feet up. And so we're pressing into the toes, but we're not gripping with the toes. I want you to think of them spreading out. Lifting through the inner arch, pressing gently into the heels. Thighs back, head back on top of the heels. Move your upper body back as well, Jeff, not just your head. Now tuck the chin down. Chin down, okay. Bit more. Good. Take another full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, arms to the sky, mountain. You can open the eyes. Exhale, goalpost the arms, lift the chest up, pull the elbows back and down. Again, tuck your bum. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale, arms straight up to the sky. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Again, tuck your bum down, lift the chest up. Inhale, arms straight back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Moving through some half Surya Namaskar. Inhale, arms lift straight up to the sky. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Inhale, arms lift straight back up. This time, exhale, forward fold. So bend the knees, lean forwards to fold out and down. Inhale, lift halfway. Lift the chest up, the shins in an upright position. You may need to bend the knees to achieve that. Lift the hamstrings up, lean forward, shoulders back. Keep lifting the hamstrings. Not your head, hamstrings. It's the back of the legs. Take another full inhale breath. Hug the ribs up. Exhale, low lunge. Step the left foot back and down. Lower the knee. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Inhale, crescent moon. Arms straight up to the sky. Pull the pelvis back so the hips on top of the left knee. Good. Make sure the right knee points over the middle toe. Wrap the outer right hip down. Hug the left hip in. So we're squaring the pelvis to the ground, left and right side. Also, we want it in an upright position. Neutral, upright position. So if you pull the front of the hips back away from the front thigh, full inhale breath, ribs in. Same thing, exhale, goalpost the arms. Inhale, lift the arms straight back up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, lean the upper body forwards. On the exhale, let's rotate to the right side. If you can bring your elbow outside of the knee, find that connection, pull the shoulder blades back, push the knee to the right. So you're keeping the knee pointing over the middle toe. As we slide the lateral hamstring back, hug the right butt cheek in. You have the option here to tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. If you are lifting the back knee, I want you to push the back thigh as hard as you can towards the sky and slightly lean to the left. Keep pointing the right knee forwards, pushing the left thigh up. If it's lifted, take another full inhale breath. Exhale, runner's lunge. Release the hands down inside the right foot. Toe heel the right foot to the top right corner. Option to lower the back knee. Move through any movement that feels good. Either stay on the palms, come to the forearms, maybe walk the hands out in front. Use the blocks if necessary. Active by just lifting the knee. Anything that feels comfortable. Breathing into the front left side of the body. Noticing the right hip, the hip flexor area. Make sure that the heel is just in front of the knee bone, it's not behind. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Tuck the back toes, inhale, lift the back knee. Hips stay low, exhale, left foot steps outside the left wrist, frog squat. Take a full inhale breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Again, the shin bones point up, little bend of the knees. Lift up through the hamstrings, lean forwards, shoulders back. Good. Have a nice, so think of the spine as being neutral, that it's not rounded in cat or cow or not arched up. Take a full inhale, keep the chest lifted. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps back, lower the knee. Inhale, crescent moon, lift the arms, the torso up. Same thing, pelvis upright position, back toes tucked or untucked, your choice. We'll eventually get there. Make sure the foot and knee are about a hip width position. The knee points over the left middle toe, left knee. And then hug the right hip in. Start to pull the front of the hips up away from the front thigh. Exhale, goalpost the arms, lift the chest. Good, inhale, lift the arms straight back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lean the upper body forwards. Exhale, we rotate the upper body left. So do this slowly. We're not trying to throw our elbow outside of our knee. Allow the rotation to come actively. Elbow comes outside of the knee. If you can find that, pull the shoulder blades back. So instead of putting your underarm on the knee, option to lift the back knee off the ground. If it's lifted, you'll push your right thigh high to the sky. Right thigh pushes harder to the sky. Push the right thigh as hard as you can to the sky. Take a full inhale breath. Exhale, release to runner's lunge. Hands inside the left foot. Option to lower the back knee. Down the palms, forearms, blocks, anything that feels supportive or comfortable. Again, make sure that your front heel is just above or in front of the front knee, in front of the left knee. If you like it to be an active pose, back knee can lift, you can take movement. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift the back knee, release the hands to the ground. Exhale, frog squat, right foot outside the right wrist, hands to heart, elbows to knees, push the knees back. We're just here for an inhale, lift the chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold, hips up, head down. Bring the feet hip width again. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps back. Keep the knee lifted this time. Inhale, crescent lunge. Come up to a high lunge with the back knee lifted and bent. Make sure the feet are in a hip width position. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Start to bend the left knee more and let it hover just above the ground. If you can do that. If not, just keep it where it is, tiny bend in the knee. Inhale, lift straight back up. Keep the front of the pelvis away from the front thigh. Exhale, hands to the blocks or to the ground. We'll add on here. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Coming up taller. So if you're rounded, I want you to come up onto the fingertips or hands on the blocks. Option to flex the right toes towards the face. Square the pelvis and then create a neutral spine. So if your spine's really rounded, that means come up taller onto the fingertips or turn the blocks taller. Use more support. Take another full inhale breath. Wrap the right hip back, and if it's not wrapping back easily, bend the front knee. So wrap the right knee bend the front knee just a little bit and then really pull the outer right hip back. Take a left hip back. Take another full inhale breath. Exhale, bend the front knee. Keep the front heel on the ground if you can. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Take a slightly longer stance. Exhale, bend the front knee. One more time. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Lift the front of the chest up. Exhale, bend the front knee. Let's step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Try and do that with control using the outer hips. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge. Right foot steps back. Keep the knee lifted though. Inhale, crescent lunge. Same thing. Pelvis lifts up. It's away from the front thigh. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Start to bend the front knee. Keep the pelvis pulled back. Can't do with that foot, sorry. Inhale, come back up. So if any of these things are kind of tough to do, don't do them. Stay back where you were. Exhale, hands to the ground or the blocks. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Make sure the blocks are under the shoulders so they're not too wide. And then the same option here to flex the left toes off the ground. We'll take the stretch a little further into the calf and the Achilles. And then square the pelvis. Also create a neutral spine. So we're not rounded in the spine. We want it light, nice and long through the front. If you are rounded forwards, turn the blocks taller or come up onto the fingertips. And now really pull the outer left hip back. If it is pain, don't do it. If it's pain, don't do it. Take another full inhale breath. Come high onto the right tiptoes, lifting the back heel. Keep the front of the chest lifted so we're not rounded in the spine. Exhale, bend the front knee. Again, inhale, straighten the front leg, lift the chest up. Exhale, bend the front knee. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Keep the front of the chest lifted. Again, fingertips if you need, lift taller. Exhale, bend the front knee. Last one, inhale, straighten the front leg so you don't have to bend the front. Exhale, bend the front knee. Step to the top of the mat with control. Good, inhale, lift halfway. Bend your knees. No, you're good. Exhale, forward fold. Let's come to a little squat and curl position. So you're on the tiptoes, forehead into the knees, rounding down. Creating the tiniest, smallest little ball that you can. So think of this as a little place where you can reconnect to the breath, forehead to the knees, rounding the back. Just get a nice little space to breathe into here. Push the shins forwards and up. And breathe. Take one more inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Hips up and back. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps back. We're going to change it up a little bit, add on. Knee is bent. Inhale, crescent lunge. Bring yourself all the way up. Feet are at hip width position. Bending the back knee, please. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Bend the back knee even more. Good. Inhale, lift it straight back up. Do that again. Exhale, bend the back knee. Think of the knee going straight down, pelvis staying back and up. Kick the knee, push down. Good. Inhale, lift straight back up. Exhale, straight into a modified pyramid, front leg straight. Inhale, come up to a warrior two. Send the back heel down, open the body up to the side. So the left toe is angled in. Left foot angled in, even more. Back foot, turn more. Keep going. Yep. If that puts you off balance, I want you to toe heel the right foot further over to the right side of the mat. So your back foot, Jeff, I want you to turn the toes in to face this way. Yep. Now press the left thigh bone back. Take your right foot further that way. Same as you go. Good. Now pull the front of the pelvis up. As you bend the right knee, I want you to think it opens to the right side and you hug the right butt cheek in and up. Good. Pull the front of the hips up. Left thigh pushes back. Good. Full inhale breath. Plug the shoulders, but keep the arms reaching. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm to the side. Keep the legs exactly as they are. So the front knee stays bent. Bend your front knee. Exhale, hands to the ground, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps back, knee is bent, butt lifted. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Again, if you can't go all the way, just stay up higher. Inhale, lift it back up, crescent lunge. Exhale, goalpost, little bend of the back knee, lift the chest. Inhale, lift it straight back up. Exhale into modified pyramid option for the heel to dig, toes to flex. Inhale, bend the front knee, come up to a warrior two. So again, your back heel is going to be to the ground, the toes are turned in. Right side of the pelvis might be slightly turned in. Left knee points over the middle toe, but we open the outer left or the inner left groin. Think of rolling it back and down and then pulling the front of the pelvis up, pushing the right thigh bone back. Plug the shoulders, pull the ribs into the back of the body. Take a slightly wider stance if necessary. See how it feels, Scott, to adjust the heel out. Just the heel, not the toes. Not that much, just so it's in. Keep wrapping the left outer knee out, but then press the right thigh bone back, straight leg, straight back leg. Bend the front knee. Good. Now lift the left hip up so the hips are even, and then plug the shoulders, ribs in. Bend the front knee so it's over the middle toe. Take a shorter stance, guys. Take another full inhale breath. Full exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach the left arm to the sky. Keep the front knee bent. Reach it straight up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step forwards, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to change it up and add on a little bit here. Inhale, chair pose. Bend the knees. Keep the knees pointed over the middle toes as you lift up. Bring your feet a little more now. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Can you pull the hips back? Inhale, stand up, lift the left leg. Hands stay at the heart. Exhale, step the left foot all the way back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, modified pyramid, straight into an option to flex the toes. Inhale, warrior two, bend the front knee, open up. This time, exhale, hands to the ground, low lunge. Palms press. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, fire hydrant, knee forwards, keep your hips back. Hips back. Inhale, lean forwards, knee to tricep, you'll either stay here or you'll bend the elbow, maybe moving into Vinyasa. So the left elbow is not underneath the body, the right leg might extend forwards and out to the side, and then we'll lift the back hip up. So think hug the left arm into the side of the body, but don't use it as support. Three-legged dog, we're going to give it one more go. Right leg up and back. Right leg up and back. Three-legged dog, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right tricep again, straight forwards, option to stay, or you'll bend the elbows, maybe balance, extending the right leg out, lifting the left hip up, flex the right toes if it's extended. It's okay, your right leg opens out to the side. A couple more breaths playing with this here. Here, please watch me, okay? Heel out. Down dog is where we meet. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look forwards. Make your way to the top of the mat, feet hip width position. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, we stand up, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot steps all the way back. Bend the knee, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, modified pyramid. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Exhale, low lunge, hands down to the ground. Press into the palms, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, fire hydrant. We've got a couple of goes to play with this. Inhale, we'll come forward, knee to tricep, you'll either stay here or maybe the leg extends, you'll lean forwards, hug the right tricep to the body, push the right foot up. Flex the toes, flex the left toes to the face. Good. Keep hugging the right arm in, lifting the left heel, three-legged dog, up and back. And then we'll go into it again. How maybe Vinyasa hurdler's pose. Need to trace it, lean forwards. We're meeting down dog in 3. Straighten your back leg. So you're moving from the thigh to back leg. Down dog in 2. Down dog in 1. Exhale, breath. Inhale, roll forwards to high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. And then flip over onto your back. Have your knees into your chest. Pulling the knees wide to the underarms, just like the starter class. You can stay still. You can take a full happy baby, grabbing the toes, the ankles, the back of the knees. Let your head rest. Great. Now let's cross our right knee on top of our left knee for a reclined cow face pose. With the knee on top of knee, you're going to grab either the knees or the ankles and then pull the shins apart. If you're grabbing the ankles, please make sure it's above the ankle joint. Flex the toes in, push the heels out. Press the pelvis down, pull the shoulders back, let your head relax. Take one more full inhale breath. And then swap it over, left leg on top of right. Again, grab the ankles or the knees. Grabbing the ankles, please grab above the ankle joints, toes flex, heels press out. Head and shoulders relax back, pelvis pushes forwards and down. A couple more breaths. Slow, deep breaths. Slower exhale. One more full inhale. And then slowly release on the exhale breath. Hug the forehead into the knees into the chest. Make the tiniest, smallest little ball. As we now release into our resting pose of Shavasana, arms and legs wide. Option for blocks under the back of the knees. Palms can face up. Allow the eyes to close. Your body to relax fully. Go of the need to be doing anything else. Let go of the need to be anywhere else. Be right here. Take in the sounds. Take in the sensations. Take anything in that you can smell or taste. Taking in also emotions and feelings. I highly suggest that you stay right here and take advantage of being in Shavasana. If you are ready to move into your day, deepen your breath and move your body until you can come up to a seated position that is comfortable. You might sit on your props, cross-legged, on your heels, etc. Eyes can be open or closed. Hands maybe on the legs, in the lap, or at the heart. Spend the next few breaths in gratitude for something that you may have learned over this time that we've been moving and breathing here on the mat today. In gratitude for how that thing is going to help you to be a better human. How that thing will help you to respond to actions in life in a different manner. Bring the hands down through prayer. Arms to the third eye. Bow in gratitude. Thank you, guys. Namaste. Thank you. Please, if you are in Shavasana, please feel free to stay. I'll turn this off. Also, questions, comments, feedback. If you're on YouTube, send it below in the questions, comments area. If you are in Instagram, same thing. Send me a message, DM, any information, any questions you might have. If you haven't yet subscribed to Instagram, no, to YouTube, please go subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Hi, Steph. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you back here next Wednesday. I think next Wednesday we're going to do... You right? Hey, Gabe, please. Don't. Next Wednesday, we're going to do Ashtavakrasana. So be ready for that. Thank you, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. Mwah.